Ninghan Farm, Progress Farm. That's where we were last time. I decided to, I was going to finish all this stuff up, and that, then I thought, no, I'll just keep it going the way it is. So today we'll be doing exactly what it is. That is, that's continuing the harvest. I've changed, can we just keep it going for a sec? Hang on. So I've changed the truck up. So now we've got the lizard, Scania lizard. And we're using the Wilson trailers for carting it out. I was using the man trucks and that before, so I decided to use the Wilson trailers and the actual to make the road train and the Scania cab over. Single drive. I was going to put like the bogies on it, but decided to leave it like that, single drive. Shut up, cat. Really? Really? Should clean this bit up a bit. Ah, still missed a bit there too. There's a street driver. So a bit like that. Crisscross and make you jump. Yeah, I just decided to cut this paddock across here so we can start doing like rectangular runs. But yeah, just cruising along, really. I decided to just go back and do it like this. And just keep it going the way it is. We're just going to keep planting the thing out one day at a time. So she might be along, but the other crops are still growing around the place. There's another paddock over there to be harvested. We've got some baling and that to do in this paddock. Yeah, once we get all this crop in, we'll come across and then do the baling. Should change it up a bit before we do the next crop. Oh, just touched it. I was trying to drive it blind. There we go. Emptied into the hopper. And then we'll be laughing. Get back onto that. Yeah, it's Western Australia. Look at the beautiful skies. I was thinking about doing the seasons for this map. Means we'll have to start again. I did a bit of mucking around with stuff the other day of the mods and stuff. I'm taking a lot of John Deere off. I'm going to have John Deere on this map here. And what was the other one I was going to do? Ashington, I think it was. But yeah, I had the John Deere stuff on here just to, I think I've only got the older style headers in it now, like the squarer ones, so I might put them on here. I do have the 9X, whatever it is, the latest one. Thinking about maybe doing that to make it a lot quicker, and that, like, it would knock out this paddock in no time with the capacity and the actual power and everything else. Which, but if I got it, I'd have to get rid of this little thing. And I don't even know how much it costs. But it's the only major, like, thing I've kept. I got rid of all the 2020 type tractors and that sort of thing. I wanted to keep it more realistic in the way that like a Progress Farm would probably have just like the older stuff on it, like the 4040s, 4440 tractors, that sort of thing. I'm still to work out the PC recordings and that. Yeah, once I do that, I'll start putting some of those out as well, because I have Western Australian map, which I'm not happy with, and not this one, but the actual Western Australia map, because Lancey Boy's put his bloody upgraded the map from the 16 times 16 to times 4. I think they're trying to, like, put it that way so then it can go over to 22, which would be good in one way, because then everybody can play the Western Australia map. But when they put the all the everything plus in it, Maize Plus and all the rest of that crap, and did the update, it knocked out my original map and put that upgrade in, which really annoyed me. Yeah, took out all my progress and everything else and changed it to the stupid way it is now. So I'm not happy about that, Jan. And I tried to find my original thing on my computer, couldn't find it. So I was forced to, bloody, they did the upgrade as soon as I put it on there, so that sort of annoyed me a bit. I didn't have a choice, basically. I don't know what happened there, but they killed my map and put all that Maize Plus crap on that on it, which I wasn't happy, Jan. Nevertheless, the Western Australia maps, I'm still playing that over there because I have to, you know, like, put up with that crap, because that's the map I'm playing. And the Australian Outback map, which is Espilio de Patio, or whatever it is, from 17 and 19. It's remade into the Aussie Outback, so I'm playing that as well. And Ninghan Farm, of course, and there's a New South Wales map now. It's got elders and that all over it. Massive sheep. Like, I've basically built my own property down, or starting to build my own property down at the sheep place down at the bottom of the map, where the shearing sheds and that are. Beautiful shearing sheds, big shearing sheds, big yards. A lot of flat, dry, salt bush type country. Yeah, loving that map, loving it. So far, so good. Hope they don't put no friggin' updates on that. You know, Nancy Boy should have just kept to his own shit, and, you know, he can't even make a map himself, so that's my opinion on him. I remember listening to him saying that he was going to get right out of it altogether after the Irish thing. People weren't liking his map and stuff, and I remember that recording that I was listening to when he was having a bitch session on somebody else's live stream. And then anybody else built his maps for him, so, and now he's wrecked another a good map, you know, as far as I'm concerned. But that's just my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. So there you go. Still remember the day we were playing Oakville Farm when he came on there and my brother kicked him off. That was good. Well, he didn't realise who it was at the time. I said, did you realise who that was? He's a map maker. I've changed my opinion of him over the years anyway. Who am I to talk, eh? Who am I to judge? So yeah, and I've got some other good maps over there as well. There was a Spanish map I tried to put in once. Had some really good gnarly dirt roads and tracks and stuff to get up into the hills and really hilly area and that. No. I thought that's a really nice map, but I couldn't get it to download for some reason. But you know, why not Farm Simulator for a long time? Okay, this is nearly empty. Nearly full, so I'll go and empty it out. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that off for a sec and go across here and grab this. But yeah, having maps that you know, like the generic tools they have to make the maps is one thing, but when you've got a map that somebody else has designed and it's you know, and they come along and put the generic shit on it, it's sort of stuffs it up, you know, like it's a perfect map that somebody made without the generic stuff, put their own custom stuff and that in it. And then, yeah, unless a map maker comes along and wrecks it for them. That's my opinion on it. I'm not happy with it anyway, Jan. Because that sort of stuff clashes with the like the straw harvest pack and that sort of thing as well. You get you know, slow-mo and that sort of shit for your player and that sort of thing, because you're adding these inferior mobs that make everything go slow and stuff. So, and they clash like say the straw harvest and the chopped straw thing clashes, or yeah, course play and that crashes with straw harvest and stuff and seasons and yeah, stuff like that. Things clash all the time on PC, and so you know, you got to take things off just to keep things on. So then you go and add a whole heap of stuff to it, and it's like, yeah, well, nobody wants that stuff. If they wanted stuff, they would have added it themselves, you know, to their own mods. Why force people to friggin' do shit? Because the map was getting popular, see, so they had the pirate had to jump on it. And that was perfectly fine the way it was. The reason why lots of people didn't play it is because it was too big for them. And trust me, I never got to do half the paddocks that are on there. But I was getting there, and then, you know, I stuffed it all up. And I got shit that clashes with other shit, and I've got slow-mo and all the rest of that stuff. And got to work out how to bloody get it to run properly again. Like Maize Plus and that for animal husbandry and stuff like that. There is no animal husbandry on that one. So the animal feed and all the rest of that is, why put it on there, you know? Doesn't matter. As long as we leave the Aussie map alone, Outback map, I'll be right. And add crap to that. Leave it the way it is. Foliage is perfect. Especially like when, you know, like it's Western Australia. It's you know, half the crops that you want for this Maize Plus thing and that don't even grow on there, you know. You got no idea. Come on and wreck it. Like even here, on this map here, you know, there's only going to be limited stuff I'm going to be growing on here. Mainly keep the cereal crop. Okay, the soybeans are going to replace all the actual chickpeas and stuff that we grow. So we'll be growing the soy, but other than that, it's mainly all going to be cereal crops, sunflowers, for the oil seed plus the canola over there, oil seed rape, as you British call it. I might even do a full crop of not those little radish things that they use, but a full crop of grass or something. Make a grass paddock and then plough it all in again. Make some green manure, and then coat it with manure. Truck manure in, spread it around before I plough it all in, just to keep the ground fertile. It's all about how you want to play your game. Like this map here, it's generic cow canal, cow and pig and all the rest of that. So it's probably not the way it was, but you can only use as much of what you can in the building part of it when you've only got certain stuff to build with. That's why I put the British pack on. Just change it up a bit myself. More tin sheds and stuff. You can have a modern farm or you can have a rustic farm. So this one over on PC, I've got the international tractors and I've got the case 1660. Oh no, actually I've changed it up to the 23, I think it is. Case and New Holland as the headers. Smaller, squarer stuff that's around here. Like the harrow and the plough and stuff like that for the 165 Massey Ferguson, that sort of thing. Like sort of like me Oakfield Farm one. They've got like the international and stuff on there. Right. So that's nearly full again. So I'm going over here. So stop that. Turn that off. Get that out. Can you hear that locomotive? That diesel loco? I can hear it. We go around the other side now. Ah, that's full. So we'll go up here. There's not much to go on here, so I'll just cut this bit in. See that stubby hole flashing ahead of us? Basically gonna aim for that. It's gonna take off in a second anyway. Oh, there she goes. Run down here first, run. Yeah, so I thought I'd just continue on with this, just load her up, and then we'll go from there. Just one paddock at a time. Probably change up these dual wheels and that later, because that seems to be doing the hauling okay now. We'll see. Whoa. Forgot about that thing. Run around, there's an access road through here, I think, somewhere. Cut through, here it is. Dumping around. So these are made up of the Wilsons. You got A, B. There we go. I tried to do I think it was three times it before or something. It's gotta fly, gotta fly. Shout out to Chicken George, who made a comment last time on the video. Thanks, George. Thanks, Chicken. And it was cool. And then Damien before that, and Cameron did shout outs as well, or made comments, which is a good thing. I don't mind comments. There she blows. All in a day, eh? All in a day farming. So these are the deers you get with the actual farm itself. 7310R and then the 560. No, it's not. 560i. T560i. But yeah, she's getting a little bit grubby, which is good. I like grubby. And the Kinsey. Alright, let's go get back on this again. Try to get the same track. Yeah, 6 k's an hour. Is that miles down there? Okay, looks like miles per hour, isn't it? Have to change that to kilometres. Should I do it now? Why not? Why not? Actually, I noticed a couple of things that I need to do, which is there. Then we'll go across to there and put it down to pounds, dollars, and that was K's. It's hectares. There we go. So 1 hectare is like 2.4 or something acres. Because I was that once in a while. Not bad in here. There's a nice little header. Right, combine harvester. It's nice. I don't mind it at all. Like I can have the big flashy, 45-foot thing in that. But yeah. Sometimes starting gear, older gear is better. You can see that car moving in the background there as well. I put the traffic back on. I didn't realise that. I had it off when I was trying to set up, running things back and forwards, setting up the form. What you got lights on for? It's Australia. Burn your eyeballs out. Yeah, so it's nice map. I like it. It's like he's could only use what he could to set it up. It's based off his granddad's farm in Ninghan, Western Australia, and yeah, I'm glad he brought it out because we needed an Australian map. Like I said over on PC, I know, call me anal. It's alright, I missed that. Yeah. Like I said over on PC, they got all these Australian maps, and there's none on here. You know, it's like Hunter Call the Wild, no Australian stuff. Although they're getting close. New Zealand's about the best map going at the moment for me. Very disappointed in Mexico though. When they brought it out for everybody to test run it and that sort of thing. Builds all these cool wildlife and stuff, and I thought, oh yeah, cool. Might be like a Silver Ridge thing. You know, Silver Ridge has got way big population of animals. But New Zealand sort of outdoes that. But yeah, it's a bit of a shock to me that Mexico was so dry and desolate, basically, when we actually got on it. Not that I don't mind, because I do a lot of bush. Like going bush is a series I'm going to be putting out on just hunting all the time, and yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Just wander around the maps. I'm not going to go to designated drinking points and just go bouncing around to every single one of those and shoot everything. I'm just going to be walking around. What I find on my travels, what I shoot. Explore the map more. I've got to get up into the high country more. I've got to go back to Leighton Lake. Just get up into the high country. Actually have to start shooting some on Hirschfelden. I haven't done hardly any on that. But I enjoy the bush, the terrain. Yeah, going up into the forest, and some of the forests out there is a bit of an eye opener because I haven't been through them, and it's like when I'm walking through, I'm like looking for different things and seeing different terrain and that. It's really good. Light play in the forest, like the line coming through. Excellent. Excellent. They've just you know, it's a great world. It's the best world to be in. It's beautiful. I love it. Like you stand on top of the mountains, it's like talking about other stuff, Red Dead Redemption, where you're standing up on top of the hills and that, you know, and it's like, wow, the scenery is great. There's a Bigfoot up in Leighton Lake, right up the top of the mountains, so I've got to go up there and find him. First time I went up there, I had this thing, and I went, geez, that sounds like friggin' a Bigfoot. That's not a moose or anything like that. And then, since then, I've been going to go up there looking. It was definitely something strange, out of place. The sound was something that wasn't right. So, I'm going to go looking. I'm going to go find him. Bigfoot hunt. Once I start searching around that area a bit more and start sort of seeing things that are a bit out of place, then I'll make it an actual thing on just that one hunt. I'll be going up there looking for one particular animal. How far is it away? A long way away. I'll just... There it is over there. Go this way. Excuse me. Yes, a lot of riots and that in Australia at the moment. all this injection thing. Bit of unrest, something that we don't sort of experience in this country. It's nearly time to start flying the flag half mast and upside down. International distress call. That's how bad it's getting. So the army has to step in and control the police. It's just getting out of hand. Now it's at these times when this sort of rubbish is happening that other things, other infiltrators come into the place and establish their workings. A bit of worrying times, isn't it? Yeah, gone are the days when you can just do whatever you want, go wherever you want. I used to say Australia's the luckiest place in the world. Don't need, passports to get across borders and that sort of thing. We have the United Nations here with all the nationalities of the world here. It's sort of like all gone out the window now. We're just thrown into the turmoil of the rest of the world. Why are the lights on? Sweet. So the water on. Excuse me, I'll have a drink. Yeah, I've already got 2 terminal illnesses, so I don't need anything else to knock me around. Which wasn't a choice of mine, I haven't either. The doctor made that choice for me 19 years ago now, so decided he was going to declare me dead. Okay, whatever. A few minutes later, I objected to that opinion. Yes, it's a strange world. On the other side, I have some more videos and that coming out soon of I'm starting the other channel. It's going to be all the stuff we do with the GoPro. Keep the gaming channel. And yeah, going to go to a few more cemeteries and talk to a few more people. If you're interested in that sort of thing, come along for the ride. Might do some Randonautica stuff as well. That might be interesting. A bit concerned about that weird thing. I've been watching a lot of Randonautica stuff that people are doing. Is I'm a bit on the back foot about that one. These random things that they come up with, but it's a bit scary. There's a strange world in which we live in. There's stuff we don't know about, the workings of things and that. Like, for example, I don't know if you realise the tradies are all having a big up in arms because they want a choice to have the injection or not. They've been told they have to have it, otherwise they can't work in Australia. And when the Premier decided that he was going to put a 2-week ban on all construction working and that, the powers to be decided that, hey, if you're going to do that, we're going to have a big massive earthquake and knock down half your buildings and stuff and cause damage, so you have to cut the tradies back to work. I'm just saying, a bit of a coincidence there. They're saying, wake up, you mob, The earth is saying, you better wake the hell up. That's why everything cleared up during the COVID thing. All the cities stopped working, all the smog disappeared, the rain started to fall, the season started to go back into whack again. Like back the way it was, way back when the earth was a lot greener. and less smoggier. So, I don't know, you work it out. There's powers to be, like, powers to be, but there's things that happen in this world for a reason, you know. They're not the only ones in the solar system as well, you know, so are they cloaked, are they watching? Of course they're watching, but yeah, you got to watch out for all that sort of thing. And there's lots of things out we don't understand. We only use 10% of our brain. So there's people with gifts that see and hear things and that other people can't see and hear. Kids are good for that. Before they're programmed in life for all the different things, you know, to believe in this and that and the other thing, and not to believe in this, that and the other thing as well. They talk and see things that we can't see, or being programmed not to see anymore. Kids and animals know something's not right. We all have that sixth sense, that flight or fight situation. We know what's right and what's wrong. Yep. Look around you every day and you see things that are totally wrong. But, hey, as long as it runs into the legislation, it's okay. But then again, it's our nature to stereotype and have opinions about stuff. We have consciousness. So what do you think about the crop textures? See on 22, how exciting is that? They had the people, the AIs that you can like have a full wardrobe and stuff now, getting real interactive. That is, that's really cool. Don't like the idea that they haven't got a proper beards and stuff. Even Joel there's got a better beard. See Joel there? Look at him. He's got a better beard than what they've got on there. This yuppie farmer thing is a bit stupid. They have a clean shave and they've got massive beards. That's it. That's like why I like Joel there, because Joel's got a beard, see. She's just about full again. It's taking me a while to do this. I was going to keep on doing it like off time and that sort of thing before, but I think I'm gonna have to do it because this is gonna work into about 4 or 5 sessions of bloody just driving around a paddock in it. But hey, you know, that's part of it as well. That was a good crop destruction bit. I've got crop destruction on, in case you haven't noticed. Check it out. I'll turn that off, run down the road, grab the... Oh, actually, I'll just go like that. That's it. Whoop. Let's do that. So I've got lime and weeds turned off, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I want to spend a fortune just putting lime and that down. Fertilisers in the sprayers, that sort of thing. Slow release fertiliser. Nitrogen. Put the super in there and that's it. I'm not going to worry about running around putting lime and that down. There's a kangaroo over there. Look at him go. Blind Rouge disease. Just wanders around his pen. whole big old red boomer. Ex-white boomers on the Australian run. All around Australia and highway number 1. This is just about full too. Oh my. Yep, there we go. We'll go dump this into the truck. I do like some of the maps like that when you go to like Oakville Farm, when you go in the back road and you just go down to like two miles an hour or something trying to get up the hill. That's empty too, you know. It's the terrain is really good. Like real mud, real dirt, that sort of thing. That's good. I like that sort of thing as well. Trying to reverse it into here. Is it full already? Oh, must be full. We'll go to the next one. There we go. That was full. Stop hitting the trailer. I'm a lousy driver. Says Jill Wilsey. I've got 2 compartments to the last one because that's the 68. There's the 37. And the updates put whatever that is on the side. I noticed it just before when I started. Somebody's got their name and that on there now. Wheat, soybeans, corn, SB harvesting. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm going to live with that. That's American, of course, being Wilson's. There is some Wilsons in Australia though. Bottom dumpers. I don't want them actually. I think they're pretty cool. I like Wilson trailers. And of course, you know, the Scania. Oh, I'm sorry, Lizard. Man, seriously. Oh, what's happening? Wait. I say gentle. Okay. Yes, got to go for. I wonder. What are we going up to? Nearly an hour. All right, go back in my truck. I mean, tractor. Wheeling around the other side, no. Oh, there we go. Is that full as well? That's right. So yeah, I've got some I'm trying to use different tractors, different headers, that sort of thing on each map. Like have a bit of a different variety because we do have a lot of equipment available to us, but slot space is the one that kills you for trying to make it a really good, realistic like type thing. Is there any more in there? Or have we finished? No, we're finished. Okay. Jump out of here, go around to here. Start her up with buttercup. Put that in. Reverse up. was a bit of a wobbly gobbly there. So that's the problem with the screen being there. There was something. What was the class? Attington. Is it on here? Yeah, it's on here or something. Attington Farm. I was driving the class header in the screen, and that's right there, so I can't see the actual cone. But I'm using the lizard ones on that class header. It's a 9 metre one, only because I can pull it behind the actual machine, drive around those small roads. But I'm going with the class on there. 6 ashes. I think I've got Oakville Farm. Oakville Farm, Ninghan Farm, Atchington, and 6 ashes, I was pretty sure. Mainly British maps now. I had Lone Oak for ages, but that's the best. Well, I think it's the best American map. Well, Bill's map. Yeah, I just like that one. Always have. With all the selection of maps and that out there, yeah, majority of them I won't play on. Majority of them I'm not interested in at all. I just like yeah, my own preference of maps really. Like I'm playing this one because it's the Australian map, and I like the dams and everything like that, and you know, the waterways and that sort of shit. The kangaroos. Apparently there's kangaroos scattered throughout this map too. My brother was saying that there's one out at the bottom of this paddock and one out this paddock, and I was going, where? I haven't seen them, but then again I haven't been out here cropping or anything yet, so, or harvesting, and you know, he's gone all over the map, working for everybody and every Joe Blow there is, every cocky there is around the place he's worked for, doing their paddocks and stuff, so you know, he's seen a lot of them, what's going on. I've only seen old Red over there so far, haven't really paid any attention. He reckons, oh yeah, he's sitting at the end of this paddock, and might be pulling my leg, but I'll find out later as we go along. But this is it. On 17, this is what I used to do. I used to do everything myself, no AI, just used to do every single bit of the map myself. Well, shit house at driving forklifts, and well, forklift I was alright with, but the tractors trying to load up bales and that was a bit too much for me, so I used to use auto load all the time. The legal auto load trailers, the best trailers there are across the range for cotton, whatever you want. Legal will have you. He's got your back. Yeah, good trailers they are. The auto load ones, love them. Yeah, so that's what I used to use and stuff. But all the ploughing, all the seeding, I used to do manure spreading or slurry on you know, things like Walker Farm. That I did put an AI on because it was a bit too Walker Farm was a bit too big. But doing my my slot what do you call it, strip farming, that on Lone Oak and Welker Farm and stuff like that. I used to do manure spreading myself. But Welker Farm with the big giant paddocks, number 1 for example, I just let the muck spreader go with the AI on it, back and forwards, have it so they buy it all, so it still costs me money, but even including for the worker. But hey, that's how I wanted to run that one. But otherwise I just do it all myself. I remember the first time we played multiplayer, there was me and Darcy, another player. It was his map and I played on his map, and we're in the headers, another Australian guy, and we were in the headers doing it, and we had a couple of American guys come on. I won't mention their names, but yeah, they were saying, what the hell are you doing? Because we were like, the only time we used an AI was to go get the semi and semi-trailer, which was the combos that we made up, road trains, on Dull Ranch, and we went away and got those and then brought them back and filled them up. That's the only time we weren't driving the header. And then one of the American guys just to like drive the trucks and that, and they spat the dummy and said, no, we're not doing this, you know, you can't drive a header and that. They didn't want to drive the headers, they wanted to put AR on. We said, no, that's not how we're running this show. And I used to run seasons and stuff on 17. There we go. On 17 I used to run seasons. But 19 is sort of, you have to deliver all the milk and that. On 17 that was automatic milking and that, so I stopped having cows. But then they brought out the Brahman and that on here for 19. So I said, yes please. That was just something I did. So I went into beef cattle. And with the Aussie Outback with those, what they call it, summer pastures, sheep and the cattle ones that you get, the big open paddocks. Yeah, they're great. They go in amongst the trees and that nicely on the PC. Love it. Then I can put my Brahmas and that in there, and put my solar water in there and stuff like that. Cosmetic stuff, you know, make it look good. But yeah, and they've got a nice feedlot and everything on that Aussie Outback one. Massive feedlots. That's pretty cool. I like that too. See, a lot of the 17 maps had really good cattle yards and sheep yards and stuff. Mapper's Paradise, when they first brought out Millennial Farm, they had like Belgium Cross and that sort of thing, cattle on that in the actual things, and calves and stuff in their stockyards. And for some reason they took that stuff out when they revamped it. Because I had the early one, I had that, got it first thing in the morning. Can't remember what time in the morning it was, 2 o'clock or something like that. I grabbed it and did a live stream of that on it. Well, I did a recording of that on it and put it out, and then the next morning they had the recall thing on it, and then I tossed and turned about whether I should put it back because I got it legitimately, that sort of thing. And then said, stuff it, I'll just get rid of it. Should have kept it, because then I would have been playing the original map, not the one they... There was a couple of issues I had with it, just personal issues. That's just my own opinion on things. I had more to do with Zach than the actual map. There's a couple of things he did on there. But anyway. People are people, aren't they? Different strokes to different folks. But that was a good John Deere map. That would have been a good John Deere map for all the John Deere gear. I use these sheds all the time on lots of different builds and stuff. Never use the house, because the house is not my cup of tea. And the horse corral that he's got, is a horse corral thing. I think I used it once. Nice horse yard, by the way. But yeah, it was on PC. I used it just because I had slight space to muck around with stuff like that. But I do like his workshop shed with his sleeping quarters upstairs and that sort of thing. That's cool. I like that. I have that on a few maps, the Walker Farm builds and that. That I will put on lots of maps. Some of the other two sheds in there, I've put on a couple of maps here and there, but yeah, I don't run them all the time, because I sort of like build a map, and then I start to play it, and I go, oh, I want to build something else, so then I build something else. Like, I'm not a map builder or anything, I don't claim to be, but, you know, like, when I try to level off some ground, and it turns into a dam, that's what I mean. Well, I'm not a map builder, but, you know, ends up making a buddy have to put a dam there and put a little bit of barbed wire around it so nothing grows in it, and just little things like that. I like that grapevine mod, that the red and the white grapevine mod. Not so much with the grapes and that on it. I like it with the naked vines on the actual wire and that sort of thing. They look good. A couple of my map builds, I've had them exclusively just on there, just as no I don't put any manure or water in that to make the grapes grow. I just keep them as the naked vines on the actual wire. Looks good. Looks pretty nice, actually. It's just for making grape juice, honestly. Bit of vino. Hello, Mr. Truck. Yeah, so we're slowly pushing this one out. Okay, it's an hour now, so we'll get off in a sec. I'll get up to the end of this run, and that'll be it for today. And then I will continue on with this one, and I'll finish this one off tonight. So next time we'll come back, we're on baling or something. Yeah, I'll definitely do that tonight. I was going to do it the first time around, but it's going to take like 4 days or something of live streaming every day just to do this paddocks. Unless we just keep doing it. I might just keep doing it, why not? There's nobody watching anyway. I'm only doing it myself, so, yeah. We get people that watch it a bit later, like Chicken George and that sort of thing. Made a comment last time, and then it was a few days in between. Different things come up. So we'll try to start doing it so it's, well, school holidays start today actually. Yeah, so it'll be 2 weeks of running around doing stuff. My son's got, he's going to be working, doing his work experience thing, so for 2 weeks, so during the school holidays, so I'll be running around, Goober driving him everywhere. That's good. I might get some fishing done and we'll go around to a few cemeteries and that for the other channel, and start the ghost channel up. Well, not ghost channel, it's just talking to whoever wants to talk to us. If they want to talk to us, they want to talk to us. Try to open the people's eyes up to the fact that, you know, there is another side to the story. Life doesn't end automatically, and they're still there, even 100 years ago, and that really willing to talk to people. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Doing some hiking, hopefully, and might even just wander around and just start taking some footage of machinery and the farmers when the crops are starting to ripen up. I'll get out there and do some. I'll put a thing on the channel of like how green it is in that at the moment, because everything's just starting to ripen up. So I'll get out there and do a green thing, which is very rare. For I've got some old dash cam and that around that's really dry. So I'll get my daughter to cancel out all the radio and that sort of thing that's on there, and just put some normal music you can use on it, and show you a day trip type thing, or a couple of trips on the car, and then we'll show you what it's like when it's green compared to the dry that we're used to. she's the editor. She's the one that fixes everything up. That's why I just like live streaming that on here. You just live stream straight up off of it. YouTube checks it out, says what you can and can't do, which is fair enough. I may have said some controversial things at the minute, but hey man, it's just my opinion. Like everybody doesn't have to accept death, but once I've been through it, so I know what's there and what's not. So when anybody else has died and then come back, they can tell me what they think about it. So there we go. We'll load up this. We'll leave it there. I still got a bit of the paddock in that to go, and the top end. So I'll get into that. I'll get stuck into that, so it's just baling and that to do. And we'll come back and do the bale, and then we'll go on to the other paddock over there. Actually, while that's loading, I'll just jump into my little trusty thing, and we'll do a quick flyover. The edge of the map looks good, doesn't it? Right, so I've got this to do, and the top bit there, and then is that what I think it is? Is that spuds? What is that? Can't tell what that is. Look at that beautiful dam. Yeah, so we've got another crop on that over here, ready to rock and roll. One next to the house, ready to rock and roll. So we'll be doing more crops. It's just canola in here. That canola's not ripe yet. So we will be doing more crops than that, but next time we come back, we'll be doing baling and getting that out the way. We may start putting some animals in. We've got it all set up for them anyway. Got the cows here. This is the well, this is the sheep dairy. Yeah, that's the sheep dairy, cattle, and then we've got the other sheep up here. Across the other side, we had the silos, the hay sheds. A little bit of terraforming out of whack there, but it doesn't matter. We put the older sheds in here. That typical grain shed in Australia, like farmer shed. That's a good one. I kept the shed here and I kept the silo for this map. Took everything else off of Granddad's farm. Sort of sacrilegious, I know. But we got a couple of these bigger sheds in here. Yeah, just little things we put in. We've got a chook house over here with a rabbit hutch on it, and yeah, just little things that we've added to it, like the car place. Sort of something we do out here, ramps and stuff like that. There's the feed thing ready to rock and roll. That's where we're going to get our manure and that from too. I've got two lots of seed fill points here and down here, just to keep this good old farm going. And the map itself, we'll get out of that. We'll go into the map itself after it loads. Go down here and we'll scan out. So we own the top part of the map basically. That's where the house and that is. That's the paddock we're doing at the moment, this one here. So I said we, just made this side of the map down to here. That's all forestry and stuff there. So we've just made it so we're getting these places in here. A couple of nice earth dams and that, but decent enough area to keep on working with, so we don't have to farm out or hire out to anything. And that should be a decent enough farm to work completely, It's probably more than what Granddad's farm's got, but we'll show you what we can do with it. As I said, there's going to be mainly cereal crops with sunflowers and soybeans. We'll put in the actual bean crops. Yeah, I don't know if we'll do cotton, because cotton's not really this area. And I think that's potatoes in it over there. It was potatoes, wasn't it? Hang on a sec. Yeah, spuds over here. See, that's something that's probably just going to be ploughed right in. I don't intend on doing them at all. And hang on, can you get out? What was the one that was? Yeah, that one there. What's that one? What colour is that? That's potato. Yep, potato. Yep, that's potato. Might put some propolis in, like at the top paddock next to the house, just so we can repeat harvest that. Won't be doing sugarcane because it's not the right terrain for it. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Ken, aka Stone Toad, and yeah, this is Western Australia, Ninghan, Western Australia map, Progress Farm, of course, and that's it. I'll get this all cleaned up and then we'll do baling next time. So if you can't be good, be good at it. Alright, bye.